Hi everyone, welcome to Craft Time. Today we're going to be working on the letter A for astronaut. So get out all your craft supplies and let's get started. In front of me, I have my capital A template and a back paper that I have in blue because the astronaut is going to be in space. If you don't have blue paper, that's okay. You can color it later. For now, because our astronaut is going to be white, we're just going to take our safety scissors and go ahead and cut out our letter A. So as always, I'm going to be really careful as I'm cutting and make sure that my fingers are safely out of the way. I like to leave a little bit of room around the A. And then if you want, you can go back in and sharpen that up. But for now, this looks really, really great to me. And finally, there you go. We'll put this to the side for recycling, our letter A. And then I need to be able to cut out this section. So a safe way to do that is just to fold your A in half and hold it like so. Then take your scissors and just do a little cut, just like that. It doesn't need to be very big. And then take your scissors and poke them very gently through the cut that you've just made and cut around the inside of the hole. Just like that. Great job. That looks good. So now our A is going to sit just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to take my glue, flip my A to the wrong side, and start putting some glue on the back of the A because I want that to be secure on there before I start working on it. Just like so. Very nice. Put that down. And let's just take it and very gently start patting it down. Now if it's over to the side like that, don't worry about it. It's perfectly fine. I am going to take my glue though and just put some more glue underneath to make sure that it sticks. Wonderful. All right. Very nice. Now I'm thinking about an astronaut, and I know that astronauts have boots. So I'm going to take some black construction paper here, and I'm just going to imagine what it would look like to put boots on the legs of my astronaut. So let's just grab a marker and let's draw in some boots. Now for my boots, I want a little bit on either side. I don't want them right on the A. You might want them to look differently, but for me, I'm just going to trace like this and maybe put my boots out like that. And then over here, just bring them down. So if you look, I've just made a boot. Simple enough. I'm going to take my scissors and cut my boot out. Just like that. Take your time. Perfect. We have one boot, and our boot is going to sit right there. Now, in order to make one that looks just the same, I'm going to take my boot, and I can either trace around my boot, like so, using the same piece of paper so that we don't waste. Or, if I didn't draw it, I could just put it like this and cut around it without even drawing the shape. I like to draw though, it makes it a little bit easier. And of course, if I've drawn, I can just put that down while I'm cutting. Around we go. And there is your second boot. Great job. I'm going to put this to the side. Now I'm going to take my boots and I'm going to flip that one over. You guessed it. Let's get out our glue and glue it on. Nicely done. And I'll put a little bit of glue here. Put it down. We are on our way. So the next thing we're going to do is, I need a helmet. So let's grab one white piece of paper. I'm going to take it, and I think I don't want it much larger than this. So it will fit in my hand. And I'm going to draw a circle. So let's go ahead and draw a circle as best you can. And I'm going to take it, cut it in half, because you never know, I might use this piece of paper for something else later, and just go around and cut my circle. Now if I'm going too quickly, remember to pause your video and then start it again when you're ready to join. Just like that. Wonderful. Okay, now that's my helmet. What goes in my helmet? My head, of course. So I'm thinking I'm going to take a little piece of pink and I'm going to create another circle. But instead of a circle all the way around, I'm going to create a U. And then put a line like so. And that is going to be my face. Take your scissors and go around again. There you go. It's kind of like a little bowl. I'm going to take my bowl and I'm going to glue it just like that. Now you can choose to have it this way or this way, but I think I would like the way that looks, so I'm going to glue on the wrong side because I don't want my lines to show. And I'm going to put it like this, just like that. And then I'm going to glue this right on top. So let's take this and glue it. You may have already done that, but I wanted to wait to show you my face. I'm going to take it and voila, just like that. Looking good already. The next thing we're going to need are arms. So let's go ahead and grab another piece. Now altogether I just used one piece of paper, but I've been cutting them into pieces. And I think I'm going to create some arms. So that looks about right. So let's create two of those. One and two pieces. I'm just eyeballing it right now. We can make it more exact in a moment. So those look like they could be made into arms. Let's take our marker again, and let's go on over and create some arms. So I'm kind of making the shape of what might look like a triangle to start, right? But instead of taking it like a triangle to the middle, I'm just going to create a line like that. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but first, the trick, let's cut it out. And then we'll go back and trace the same shape on our second piece of paper, just like we did with the boots. I'm going to take it, do the same thing on this side, tracing around like so. Taking it and cutting it again. Watching our fingers. And then we're going to glue on our arms. So let's go ahead and take our glue to the wrong side of our arms and go ahead and put those on. Let's see, I'm going to do it like that. That feels good to me. The next one, let's do the same thing on the wrong side. Bring them down like so. Good job. Now I do want to add some space gloves. So let's go ahead and grab another piece of black. See how big we might need our little gloves. Mine are just going to be like that. So I'm going to draw them in and cut them out. Now again, if you want them more exact and you don't feel like you can draw them, then you can always do what we did with the boots and the arms and go back and trace them and then cut them out so they're more of the same shape. But I think this is just fine right now. That looks good to me. Put this to the side. And I'm just going to put my hands on. Real close, like so. And right there. Boop. Wonderful. Now I'm going to add, I found this little piece of gray paper. I'm thinking I just want to cut a strip or two out of it and see if we can add something to the sleeves. Now you might want to add on the sleeves, you might want to add it to the uniform, whatever you feel. If you have different paper around your house or in your craft box, go ahead and add that now. You want to make it completely your own. Remember, you can adjust the size. It doesn't have to be equal on either side. It just needs to be how you want it to be. That looks good to me. Now I do have an American flag here, and what I was thinking is that if you have an American flag, you can color yours. If you have a different flag, color that flag, or you could draw a flag. So right now I'm going to go ahead and grab a blue and a red and a yellow. So if you're doing this flag, go ahead and grab the same. Let's color it and check back in a minute. Great job on the flag. Now we're going to go ahead and cut that out. So let's take it, watching our fingers. Let's go ahead and put it right wherever you'd like it to be. So I want mine to be on the astronaut's uniform. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue that on. Like so. And if you're like me, you'll probably go back on in with your big yellow marker and do all the stars. There you go. Now I have some star cutouts that I am just going to randomly place around my astronaut. I have 4, and that feels good to me. Maybe he's floating out in space. I also have a rocket ship. So let's go ahead and grab a marker. Now, you might color everything. For me, I just want to do the rocket ship. So I'm going to grab a red, and I'm going to color in my rocket ship a little bit. I might put a little bit of red here and here. It does not need to be perfect. Just do the best you can. Make these a little bit green. Maybe add some green here. Gonna get some orange for the flames. I'm also gonna get some yellow for the fire. Around here and here. And then I could grab some pink. This is a very colorful rocket ship. You can make yours however you like. Go back in with my yellow. And here. And here. I'll probably just put some more pink in the middle. Like so. Now you can go ahead and add other features or color in the planets and the stars, but I am just going to include the rocket on mine. That feels good to me. Now I also want to give my astronaut some eyeballs. So of course I've got some googly eyes here that I'm putting on. I'm going to grab my black and put on a smiley face and a nose. Maybe I'll add a little bit of hair. Go on in and give him some orange hair right now. And I'm thinking I want just a few more things, like maybe a button, maybe something over here, and I can go on and color those in. Let's do a blue. And that is my astronaut. A for astronaut. How does yours look? Mine looks kind of cool. I'm pretty pleased. I hope you are too. I can't wait to see your photographs, and I'll see you next time.